Hello everybody, my name is Kenyaki, and you're not supposed to see this Dark Magician here yet. But I left it up, so now you get to see it. Anyways, tonight we will be playing. Dang it. You saw nothing? You saw nothing! I know nothing! And instead we'll be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's a regular Master Duel, nothing fancy, just some regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Probably not gonna be as energetic as I usually am, since I was streaming Pokemon for like 5 hours yesterday. You know, as you do. It's quite fun. Anyways, let's get started. My headphones are quite loud in my ear. Today's just a regular Master Duel stream. Nothing fancy. We might do some, thingies. What's it called? The No Spell Festival. We're probably gonna do that. Hopefully Dark Magician is not getting in the way. Hold on, let me shrink him down in size a bit. There we go. Now he's probably a bit more manageable now. Not as distracting, while still holding a little monicum of distraction. Well, he's no longer covering my name. That's pretty good. Every time I switch games, I forget to turn this on. This is incorrect. We're not playing Pokemon Violet. No, that is next week. There we go. There we go. I think I need to put this up a little bit too. I should really probably have different settings for presets for these overlays, but I don't. I do not. Because I'm lazy like that. I'm a professional streamer. Did you know this? Anyways, let's play some of the Anti-Spell Festival. Yes. I still need a couple of things to unlock here to get my gems. Look at this Mr. Man with his roller skates. They're so cool, aren't they? What the heck was that? Anyways, there might be some noise coming outside my room today. There's some stuff going on. So if that comes through the video, I apologize. But nothing I can do about it. So we're gonna be playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Hopefully it's not that distracting. Okay, so now I'm playing a combination of Live Twin, Paleozoic, Golden Boy guy, because I'm mean like that. This is a very mean deck. However, everyone is playing traps, so I think this is not toxic compared to the other decks. It's around the same toxicity level. And here's going to the Evil Twin. Doing the regular Evil Twin. I quite like Evil Twins. You can splash them into everything. Unfortunately, including sprites. Then they become not cool. I wanna attempt to fake out my opponent, because my opponent is probably gonna think that my middle card is my infinite impermanence, so he's probably gonna try to take that out with an effect. But no, we're gonna metagame him. Infinite impermanence is gonna be over here. So apologies if my voice sounds a little raspy today. Again, I've been streaming for 5 hours yesterday with this Pokemon. Pokemon is very fun. Very buggy though. Just buggy things. Alright, so see what my opponent's gonna do. Is he going to do? Okay, he's not disconnected. He does not have McDonald's internet. He may. Dang it! Windows Update, go away. No one likes you. Well, he's putting a bunch of face downs. And another face down. I'm more scared of his face downs here than his set monster, though. As always, we take care of the middle card. Ah! Yeah, that does nothing against Evil Twins. Because Evil Twins is feed and Cybers. Well, maybe it does do something. I don't know. Anyways, let's chain block with the pink one and destroy everything with the blue one. So we put this card down second, so I'm gonna guess that this one's more important to him. What's this? Dinomorphia. Haha, sucker! You failed your skill check. And that skill check is a 50-50 coin toss. I love this game so much. Let's go again. Actually, an interesting... I've been like even though I've been streaming for 5 hours yesterday, I actually have this one nasal spray I have. Right, literally right next to me right now, in case my like nose gets all... As you do while you're talking for extended periods of time, but I did not have to use it yesterday, which is amazing. I drew poorly. Which is unfortunate since my opponent is going first, so I won't be able to say any of these. Except for infinite impermanence. Is my opponent running 8? Okay, Eldritch, let's go. Luckily I have this card. Okay, got nothing good. In case, let's put this down. Let's put this down. Let's put this down. And let's put this down. I want to keep the Paleozoic in my hand, so I can have some discard fodder for my Dino-Misc. Wow, cool card, bro. Well, this guy obviously knows what he's doing, because he has at least Platinum Rank. So he's probably running some sort of FT, I don't know, self-burn or burn FDK deck. That's nasty. Why would you do that? Ew. Ugh. So I don't know what his face down is. I don't like it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Ew. Yucky. So he's probably playing Sword Soul because, yeah, he's playing Sword Soul. So this is where the infinite impermanence comes in. So I'm gonna infinite this, and if he activates an additional that thing that summons itself from the hand, then I shall be able to banish it using my face down, my other Paleozoic. So let's summon this. I should not have summoned this in attack mode. Oh well. Should I? Yeah. Let's do it. This might not be a good... I probably should have waited for a bigger monster, but Sword Soul can negate things, so perhaps not the best idea. I don't quite want to use my Dynamus yet, in case my opponent does something weird. The plan is to summon Frog. I see. I can use this. Okay, let's summon Treat. Hopefully my opponent doesn't do anything. I guess it's fine if my opponent does something. I have backup in my hand. Ah, shh. Why can I not summon Frog? Where's Frog? Frog? Froggy. Oh, Frog requires 2... That is unfortunate. Oh well, that's fine. I can still summon the Dinomorphia. Not the Dinomorphia, the Paleozoic. Same difference. I can still summon Paleozoic. Whatever this guy's called. I should have put it in attack position. So I can attack and then potentially summon Zeus. Oh well. Oh no, an Ash Blossom. How unfortunate. Don't have anything I can use here. Alright. You won this round, funny Sword Soul player, man. I think I might lose now. Okay. So Sword Soul really wants cards to be face up. So I'm going to put this here in case my opponent like kaiju's this and I won't be able to activate any cards. But I still want to surprise my opponent, so I have these cards in my hand. Don't want to use them quite just yet. I like how it's funny that my opponent did not read, and that I think my opponent tried Ash Blossoming the Paleozoic without reading what it does. But this card is unaffected by other monsters' effect, and that includes hand traps. I also did not know this because it rarely comes up. Maxi, how conveniently convenient. So I'm gonna activate this, detaching this. Alright, that's fine. And now I shall activate this card. So, I don't know what his face downs are, so I want to activate this. So let's activate this. So, and then I'm planning on putting this into perhaps defense mode. So I can summon a Paleozoic from the graveyard. A Paleozoic trap card. Then I can summon Frog. Then I won't be able to. Then I won't have to worry about things very much. Let's put this face up. Right here. Aha! Sekir! Should I banish this? Yeah, let's banish this. So activate the Dynamoskps. I love these names. I know how to pronounce them perfectly. Ew, nasty. This is fine. I actually do not need these. In fact, I can chain this to that and get another one. So now it's frog time. So, Obafina no longer has a function. It no longer has Xyz material, so I can't get anything out of the graveyard. However, it's still useful because I can use Paleozoic cards from my hand. And with Max C, I'll probably be getting some Paleozoic cards from my hand, to my hand. So I don't want to make it into Zeus, especially because then Zeus will not have a... Zeus won't have any Xyz material, so it's useless. So my opponent's playing a Sword Soul deck, so it's very highly likely he's going to special summon a bunch, meaning that I get to have some use for Max C, which will get Paleozoics to my hand, which will allow me to activate them from my hand because I have Obafina. I like how, I was about to say that this card is easier to pronounce than the other ones, but no, not really. Anyways, let's put our frog in the graveyard. There we go, there's the Ronin Totem. I like this deck, because it cost me nothing to make, and I already had it totally awesome for one of my other decks. Okay, that's a face down. I don't know what his face down is, but I have a frog, just in case. So, I'm going to summon another frog for my deck, because I want to potentially Xyz summon using it. What does my opponent have? My opponent definitely has some kind of response. Let's not activate this. I actually might not... Actually, no, I can do live twin things. Yeah, let's go into live twin. Let's go into live twin. Because I can. Summon this, because I already have the blue one in the graveyard. And I have a totally awesome in case my opponent decides to do weird things. I think I probably have lethal here. However, my opponent is running a trap-heavy deck because of Trap Festival, obviously, kind of a giveaway. But so I'm gonna continue my plays and see if I am able to take care of his trap card in some way. Opponent definitely has some kind of response, but he's choosing not to do it. Alright, here's the blue one. So what I think I'll do is I shall use Ronin Tonen's... What? Okay, cool. Thanks for giving me the trap card, buddy. Why is he running? This That's really strange. I don't know why he's running Jar of Greed, because this guy is not a new player since he's at least Platinum rank. So I guess we chain all over the place. Okay, my opponent still has a response somehow. So I don't know what it is. Kinda scary though, but we should be able to deal with it. Let's draw our card. He did have a response. Luckily, I have a Toad. So it's a good thing that I continued my plays. Okay, we no longer need this Obafina. Because I wanna end this turn. This is a hard once per turn, correct? I can set it on my field, but let's not. I can set the... that's amazing. Alright, let's go into Big Evil Twin. I unfortunately do not have another Toad. Also, I don't think the other copy of Toad is legal, so... Let's get a Rototone it out. There's the Rototonin. And now we attack. Of course, we watch out for Gores, the Emissary of Darkness. I think that's what I'm talking about. That is the card, but I keep forgetting the effect of, like, what Gores, which one Gores is. The one that basically dictates that you want to attack with your lower level monsters first. But, in any case, that's this guy did. He is dead. I have won. I am very happy. How close I am to getting the big thing. Oh, I already got the big thing, which means that I don't think I have to play this game mode anymore. Let's see what missions we have left, though. Maybe... No, I don't think I have to play this game anymore. I don't have to play the game mode anymore. Alright, so let's actually do regular duels now, because I think that's slightly more fun. I've had my fill of the No Spell Festival. So, right now I'm playing Umi Control. I haven't played it in a couple of weeks though, so let me familiarize myself with its effects. There's the Toad. So I am running a copy of Giga Gaga Go 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 as a normal monster fodder, which actually is pretty neat. It's a brick though. It is a brick though. I think it's funny how everyone says bricks and then no one says garnet anymore. Which makes me sad. Garnet is a fun. Well, we have quite a bit of things here. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to bait out his Ash Blossom using Warrior of Atlantis. Is he response? No response. Neat. Let's use our Pot of Prosperity. We of course banish all 6 because this deck does not special summon from the extra deck very often. In fact, I don't think I've only done it once with this deck. Let's get rid of Abyss Dreller. I rarely use Abyss Dreller. I'd rather go into a Stealth Kraken. That was very terrible. It's a good thing I did 6. There's the Ocean Dragon Lord. we go. This doesn't actually matter, but you know, I want it to matter. Let's activate a legendary ocean. Then we're gonna activate Foolish Burial Goods. Foolish Burial Goods will send the ice barrier from my deck to my graveyard. Then we activate the ice barrier. It's been a while since I did this combo. I'm not very familiar with it as much as like some of the other combos. Dun, 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 dun. What is the actually effects of Ice Bear? 1 level 5 or higher monster. Gotcha. So let's add the Mega Fortress Whale to our hand, because, you know, I can. Now we normal summon the Ocean Dragon Lord. Activate its effects. Let's see here. Let's add Sea Stealth Attack. Not the most optimal turn 1, but we do get Ocean Dragon Lord onto our field, and if my opponent has no way of negating or destroying this, using only one monster, because chances are that my opponent perhaps isn't playing a water deck. If my opponent is playing a water deck, then I'm kind of just boned, but that's unfortunate. Well, I guess we're activating this then. My opponent has some kind of response. Not sure what it is though. What's up? Hey, what's going on? Activate Umi. Why am I activating Umi? Oh! I'm activating... Oh, that's what it meant. Wait, what? Why didn't Sea Stealth Attack do anything? I activated Sea Stealth Attack, didn't I? You all saw that. I activated Sea Stealth Attack, and then didn't even give me the option to banish Kairyu-Shin. That is very weird. Okay, well, I think I've lost, because I don't know what happened. I don't know why Sea Stealth Attack did not activate. So, my opponent is playing Branded. I think I've lost. Did not get the best draws either. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that again, see what happens. Actually, what's funny is even though I was streaming for like 5 hours yesterday, my voice is still kind of fine. It's like a little bit raspy, but I don't think it's detectable. Okay, we do not have an Umi on our field, so that's unfortunate. Okay. So we do not have an Umi on our hand, so I think we're kinda... we might be in a little bit of trouble. Fortunately, we'll still be able to activate the jellyfish effect. So we send in Legendary Ocean from our graveyard, special summon the Kairyu-Shin, activate Kairyu-Shin. Now we can get the Umi to our field. Actually, no, we can get Sea Stealth Attack. Put this down here. Put this down here. Set this here. Now we hold the on toggle with using our left click, and on my opponent's draw, I shall activate Sea Stealth Attack, getting back the Legendary Ocean from my graveyard. Unless my opponent has like an Ash Blossom, in which that would be very unfortunate. So my opponent does not have an Ash Blossom, but he definitely has some kind of response to this. Ah, Brick Ice. I love Brick Ice. It's so fun. So one specialist card from your hand. Okay. Choose. You can only use. You can discard what. You can target one Blue Eyes. Okay, he still isn't able to actually summon it, so I'm gonna let this one go through. I'm gonna let this one go through. Because he's not gonna be able to special summon any other monster because I have Ocean Dragon Lord on my field. That's face down. In the same area that my Infinite Impermanence is. I love it when that happens. This person has never faced Mech Knights before. I love it. I'm reluctant to activate Dark Reef. Pot of Prosperity. I want to end this game on this turn, so I don't think it's useful right now. Perhaps it may phase 2 if I don't manage to get him this turn. Okay, so let's activate the Ocean Dragon Lord's effect first, in case my opponent has an Ash Blossom. My opponent does have an Ash Blossom, which means that I will not be activating Dark Reef. Or I can activate this, negating that. That way I can still activate the Dark Reef. Because I don't think my opponent... Blue Eyes typically doesn't use very many of these things. Responses. You know, I'm gonna add a Sea Stealth 2 to my hand. So, activate Sea Stealth 2. So, activate the Dark Reef. Sending the Sea Stealth 2 to my graveyard, because I'd rather have a Legendary Ocean. Special summoning the Electric Jellyfish. And the Doom Kraken. Which will allow me to special summon Gaga Giga Gaga Go Go Go. It allows me to summon Giga Chad. Now I shall link these two off into Marine Cess. Marine Cess Coral Reef. Not Coral Reef, Coral Enemy. Haha! McDonald's internet, let's go! I quite like this deck. Although it is quite toxic. However, it is not Eldritch levels of toxic, so... Also, I already had this deck because I wanted to make sharks, so... I just had to make, like, an additional Kairyushin, and that's basically it. Also, it's not as consistent as Eldritch. Okay. We don't have very many options here. Anyways, let's activate the Fish Barrier. The Ice Barrier. And we'll summon the Electric Jellyfish. Sending the Legendary Ocean. Luckily, I have the Citadel Whale in my hand, so I can set the Sea Stealth. I attack, meaning that we shall be able to activate the Legendary Ocean on my opponent's turn. So once again, I shall hold left click, allowing me to activate cards in my opponent's draw. Your card activates Sea Stealth attack. There we go. Now if my opponent is playing Synchros or XCs, my opponent's just kind of boned. I also think it's really funny how a Legendary Ocean also messes with levels. So like, if your opponent is playing rank 4s, then they're just kind of screwed. I see my opponent is playing Eldritch. Very funny. I see I have Sea Stealth too. Let's place this over here. Because I don't actually need it. Because I want to save this spot, the spot on my right open, just in case my opponent is running, like, impermanence for some reason or another. Let's send a Legendary Ocean to our graveyard. Special summon the Gigagagi Gigago. Now I just attack. I can also bring out Coral Anemone here, but I don't really want to. Now I attack with Gagagigagogo. You know, what's this? Target one monster on the field. Shuffle it into the deck. Okay, I mean, there's no reason not to activate Citadel Whale. Citadel negates this. My Gagagigagogo will still be able to attack. Yeah, in hindsight, I probably should have summoned the, Actually, no. Maybe not. Coral Anemone won't be able to summon back Gagagigagogo. Or maybe I should have. Oh well. Anything I can do here? Nope. Alright, let's just end our turn here. Yeah. My, not as high, energy stream today, because, again, I think I, should probably, even though I'm, still good for high energy streams, I should probably not do them as often, especially when I'm, streaming multiple times in a row. Because I'm also planning on streaming this Monday, because I wanna finish Sonic Frontiers. Oh no! Not the Droll and Lockbird, whatever shall I do? Attack! Not that one. Gotta watch out for the gores. There we go. He's dead. Actually, I wanna try out. I retooled my Ursa Arctic deck, so I wanna try doing this. I wanna try using my Ursa Arctic deck. It is still not good, but I've managed to, through the help of one of the viewers of this channel, I've been able to add Ursa Arctic flagship Ursatron to my Ursa Arctic deck. It's still not good, but it's funny, and that's all that matters. So, I basically mixed in, I've mixed in Drytron Fafnirs and one copy of Ursa Arctic Drytron In addition to that, I have 3 copies of Righty Driver, 1 copy of Lefty Driver, and 2 Ice Jade cards. That's basically all I've done with the deck. It makes it slightly better than pure Ursa Arctics. However, that is still not saying very much. And I think I have to basically play this deck as a turn 2 deck that's not that bad going first, because this deck likes to mess with your opponent's plays. Unfortunately, I drew nothing that would allow me to mess with my opponent's plays. My opponent is playing Marine Cess. That's very unfortunate. If I had gone first, I think I would have won automatically. I do have some options, though. I have a Pot of Prosperity, and I have Ursa Arctic Departure. In this case, I think Ursa Arctic Departure is better than Pot, so I'm going to use Pot first, and then, in case my opponent uses Ash Blossom or something. But yeah, we're probably gonna be here a while because it's Marine Cess. Actually, what's funny is before, like, I was playing on streaming today, but there happens to be like a large gathering at my house, as you do, and I was not informed ahead of time, so I got to enjoy that. That was fun. I don't really want to move my stream schedule from Saturday though. The other days I'm like more lenient on, but on Saturdays I'm more reluctant to change my streaming schedule. Because it's Yugioh. So, my opponent is probably going into Crystal Heart, and then no, Coral Anemone. So, unless my opponent is also planning on summoning, No, my opponent is still able to summon Crystal Heart. Usually what I would do is I summon Crystal Heart first, and then link that into a Coral Anemone, and then use Coral Anemone to bring back Crystal Heart from the graveyard. That is not what my opponent is doing here, though. So, my opponent has more extenders. Which, personally, I think is kind of inefficient. Because I think it's slightly more efficient to do it the other way around. Okay, Coral Triangle. My opponent is not going into Crystal Heart. Okay, let's bring back to that thing, and then, Trap. That's probably Marine Cess Wave. Yep, that's Marine Cess Wave. Which allows my opponent to negate one of my face-up monsters. That's a Bubble Reef. Luckily, I have more extenders. I happen to draw the Ice Jade Tamora. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do anything to my opponent's face-ups because Ursa Arctics likes flipping monsters face down, but which can't happen for Link monsters because fun. Well, I got Big Dipper at least. So I think I will probably have to use Pot of Prosperity, which means that I won't be able to OTK my opponent this turn, and like Ursa Arctics don't generally OTK anyways. Okay, let's get rid of you, because Marine Cess usually doesn't set things face down. get rid of you. And let's get rid of you. I probably won't need this Appaloosa. Ash Blossom? No Ash Blossom. Hey, Fafnir! I'll add this Fafnir to my hand. My opponent's very confused. Why is my opponent running lefty driver in Drytrons? Well, unfortunately for you, my friend, I am not using Drytrons. Wow! Isn't that fun? My opponent just does not like Ursa Arctics, do they? Which means that I've probably lost. I shall discard this Ice Jade Tamora. My opponent just does not like Ursa. I tried being nice. I tried playing Ursa Arctics. That was my mistake. Alright, let's play... It's time to play Despias. This is what this game is telling me. Now I'm gonna try this again. I think my opponent basically won because he went first. That's it. That's what it is. And I couldn't do anything to his princesses because I drew nothing. Okay, cool. Thanks, McDonald's Internet. That's right. Either me or my opponent is streaming from McDonald's. Okay, I actually get to go first this time. Hooray. Watch. I'm gonna summon the thing. My opponent's gonna be playing fusions. I'm calling it now. My opponent's fusions. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to summon Righty Driver to attempt to bait out the Ash Blossom. No Ash Blossom. Or my opponent is being a 5-head. And then holding right trigger. Anyways. Let's summon Polari. Right here. Polari activates. Big Dipper. We activate Ursa Arctic Departure. Discarding the Mick Polar. Let's get another Mick Polar. And a Mega Bliss. Now, we activate Mikbliss. Tributing the McPolar in our graveyard, because I don't really need that right now. Summon the Mikbliss. Activate the Mikbliss. Summoning the Mega Bliss. Wait, what? That's really weird. Wait, why is this happening? Oh, I changed it by accident. I'm dumb. This is why Ursa Arctics and Master Duel is ridiculously bad. Because you accidentally press yes, even though you want to press no. Okay, that's unfortunate. Not what I wanted to do. That is very unfortunate. This is not the first time I've done this. With, like, Ursa Arctic, you're supposed to be very, very careful in your confirm discipline. Why? Why? Why are you playing a thing that has levels? I think I've lost. I've lost because my opponent is playing, okay, so here's how I win. I need to get another Megatanus into my hand, or my opponent needs to summon monsters up to 7. And my opponent just happens to top deck the Ash Blossom. Isn't that fun? I love this game. You know, just draw the out! So my opponent needs to special summon enough times so it can activate Big Dipper's effect, so that I can steal their monsters. So my opponent needs to summon 2 more times, special summon 2 more times, and then I can steal their monster. Okay, that's fine. Yes, that's right. Summon 1 more time. Let's see. It's going to summon... He's gonna summon 1 more time, and I think I can let him do this. Because I think... Did he use up his normal summon already? No. I'm going to let him do this because he might have an additional extender in his hand. So I'm gonna let him synchro summon into the Baron. It shouldn't... I should be able to steal it because my Big Dipper is already on the field. And I don't think it can negate it like that. It can negate it like that. I hate card text. I don't understand. Sometimes it's able to negate on the field, sometimes it's not. It's very confusing. Okay, let's not use Ursa Arctic anymore. Ursa Arctic is dead. You're dead to me. I spent 3 gems on it. Okay. So since people are using... Okay, so people... They're deciding to use meta decks, so I guess it's time to break out the Despia. Because people use meta decks in Gold Tier 1. Isn't that fun? I guess we're being super salty tryhard today. I've actually tried, I've experimented a bit with the, what's it called? Bestial archetype, and I actually think it's quite fun. And it also doesn't synchro spam either, so that's good. Okay, so we got some pretty good draws. We got a card by the great... We got a perfect hand, actually. Yeah, I've experimented with some, like, bestials, and they seem pretty fun. Also, I have, like, every bestial card in the extra deck I already have. So, I think that's pretty neat. And of course my opponent is running Skill Drain. Because why wouldn't you run Skill Drain? Isn't that fun? I love Skill Drain. It's amazing. Why would you... God. Yeah, sure, why not? Why is this... Konami, explain why Skill Drain is not banned in your best of 1 game. I still have some plays here. Okay, I'm gonna activate the Water Enchantress. Watch, my opponent... Every single one of these... He has 5 Solemn Judgments in his deck. All face down, even though one of them is invisible. I love this card. It's amazing. It just happens to top deck this. Okay, we're activating this. And of course, my opponent has like 17 Solemn Judgments. Isn't this fun? I love this game. It's amazing. Okay, now we activate the Branded Fusion, because what else does my opponent have? Okay, now we're special summoning... Let's see, what do I want to special summon? All of these don't do anything. Okay, let's activate this. Fusing this. And then this. Into here. Activate Theater of the Branded. See, this is what you have to root for. Either you root for me, a Dirty Despia player, or you root for someone who's playing Skill Drain. I think the answer is clear. Okay, let's see. Activate Theater of the Branded. Special summoning the, let's see, what do I have here? Wait a second. I could use his tokens to fusion summon! That's hilarious. Then... Actually, no, perhaps not this one. Light or dark? Yeah, let's summon this. Wait, why can I not... Oh, that's 3 monsters. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we're not summoning that. We're not summoning that. We are summoning... Masquerade. Summoning Masquerade. Adding a Despia card. Adding a Luber. Activate the Branded in red. Targeting the damage. Whatever this card is called. Geometrurge. That's fine. That's fine. We still have, big damage. And then, do I have... This is game. I think this is game. Let us... Oh, wait, no, I can't tribute it. That's unfortunate. Okay. So my Aluber... Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna attack. Wait, this is game! You fool! You used Solemn Judgment! This is why you should never feel bad about playing meta. It's because you're gonna run into some dirty skill drain user. I won using a bunch of vanilla monsters, essentially. See, this is why, I don't know, usually you have to give up using, when your opponent uses... Oh, I drew 2 imp chains. That's actually really bad. That's actually really bad. I only have, like... I don't have another imp chain that I can use. Okay, so my opponent's playing live twins. So, I should still be able to, make some plays. Because typically, live twin only special summons 1 monster. And I can deal with that. If I summon my, Kaarntis, I can probably deal with my opponent's live twins. Or, if I summon Mirror Jade, then once my opponent summons Trouble and Sunny, and summons both of those evil twins, I can, instead of banishing the pink one, or at least destroying... instead of destroying or banishing the blue one, I can banish or destroy the pink one? Well, that's not how it works. I can... Yeah. I can just banish or destroy the pink one, and then that way the blue one will bring the pink one back, and then my opponent won't get the pop. They'll just get the card draw. What does concern me is my opponent's face down, though. Because evil twins can fit in unlimited hand traps in their deck. Okay, let's see. I think the first thing to do is to activate Infinite Impermanence, forcing my opponent to activate Evil Twin Troubled Sunny's effect. That way they'll only get the card draw and not the pop. Yes, summon your monsters, and then that way I can interact with them without my opponent being able to pop. But I still have to get rid of the pink one first. Otherwise, if I get rid of the blue one, the pink one will just summon again. So I'm going to activate the Branded Fusion. My opponent will probably have an Ash Blossom, I knew it. Yeesh. I unfortunately have a terrible hand, because I drew both of my Imp Chains, so that's very unfortunate. So I drew both of my Imp Chains and my Fright for Patchwork, meaning I can no longer, activate its effects. I think I've lost. You know what? I've lost. I've gotten, like, the worst possible hand I could have gotten. This is why I run, some people only run 1 copy of Edge Imp in their deck. This is why I run 2, specifically in case I draw the Edge Imp chain in my opening hand, but I happen to draw both of them, and my Fright for Patchwork, which I run 2 of because, once again, in case I draw one of them in my opening hand. But I just happen to draw all of them in my opening hand, so it's just the worst. The only way it could have been worse if I drew my second copy of Fright for Patchwork in my opening hand. Because this game has no game 2. And yet has skill drain in it for some reason. I love this game, it's amazing. I'm actually contemplating getting rid of the Water Enchantress, because my Despia deck does not run any Link monsters. I'm gonna say no, good buddy. However, if I draw... I might be able to use Water Enchantress as material if I, like, draw another monster. Then I can banish the Water Enchantress from the, I did not. Okay. Doing this the old-fashioned way. First of all, I'm gonna bait off whatever my opponent has using the Water Enchantress. Sometimes I would like to play pure adventure token, but apparently this game said no because it's too generic. And it's fun. Okay, so we baited out the Ash Blossom. Now we can activate the Branded Fusion. Okay, there's the Ash Blossom. Which means that we're only going to summon one time this turn. So we're going to summon the, So I'm only going to summon one time this turn, so I'm going to summon the, Ash Dragon. Using Albaz and Jizukiru. I'm gonna attack with the Ash Dragon, and then just end my turn. Okay, let's see. If this card is in your hand, if this is a normal special summon. Okay, since my opponent has a, Max C in effect, I'm just gonna normal summon Spriggan's Kid. And, Water Enchantress got negated anyways, so I can activate its effect. Next, I'm going to add the Branded in Red to my hand. Put the Poly back into my deck. Put this here. And then put this here and activate Branded in Red on my opponent's, draw phase. You, gonna sort out your McDonald's internet there, buddy? Buddy old pal? Buddy? No, he decided to, continue using his McDonald's internet. Sometimes you have to stop. Or sometimes you have to keep going when your opponent max Cs. Sometimes it's a better option to stop. It's not quite black and white, unfortunately. Because sometimes if you stop summoning during max C, you're going to lose anyways. Alright, we got a pretty good hand. We did not entirely break this time. How conveniently convenient. Alright, so I'm going to, bait out whatever he has using Fright for Patchwork, because it's going to be really bad if he lets... Okay, he let me activate this. Next, I'm going to normal Shokan, the Aluber. I love Aluber. Just look at him. He's so cool looking. He's not the coolest looking monster, though. Okay, what should I add? What should I add? Let's add the Brain Infusion. Let's activate the... Actually, in hindsight, I probably should not have gotten something else. Oh well. This guy in her hand. And this guy from her deck. Which allows us to add another Fright for Patchwork from her deck to her hand. Let's activate this. And then chain block with Lubellion. I don't need this Poly in my hand, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Now we special summon the Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade goes over here in case my opponent is playing Cyber Dragons or Lightning Storm. Adding the Fright for Patchwork. Now we activate Despia, Theater of the Branded, with the intention on summoning Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. Let's see, what do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of this. Let's put Incredible Ecclesia in the graveyard, because if Incredible Ecclesia has an effect to recycle from the graveyard. Now I have my turn. So Incredible Ecclesia's effect is, if a fusion monster gets sent to my graveyard, she adds herself back to my hand during the end of the turn, I believe. Yes, during the end phase. So if my opponent gets rid of either of my two fusion monsters, I'll still have stuff remaining for next turn, and I also have a Fright for Patchwork. Hopefully I don't draw another Edge Imp or a Poly, because then I won't be able to activate it again. And I also have a Fallen of Albaz as backup. My opponent did indeed get rid of it, which means that I get to do things. If my opponent is running Crusadia, then I'll be very sad. Okay, my opponent is running Time Lords. There's a Aluber. Since my opponent activated this Time Lord, my opponent will no longer be able to activate its effects to do damage to me. Because my opponent stupidly decided to attack my fusion monster instead of this one. And now, my opponent's cards will all be destroyed. And I can destroy his Time Lord because its effect is negated. Unfortunately, I won't be able to fusion summon it using it, but that's still fine. Then I'm gonna activate the Fright for Patchwork. Adding these two cards. Let's see here. So, I know my opponent has, some mean stuff, so... let's activate our Theater of the Branded. I'm going to attempt to kill him this turn. Actually, no, let's not do that. Go into that. Let's go into Lubellion. Using this, and using this. There's our Lubellion. Lubellion's effect activates. I once again do not need this Poly. I don't have very many good options. I don't have very many good options. So let's go into Ash Drag. No, I can get it from a graveyard. Okay. Actually, no, let's go into Ash Dragon. Using this card. And this card. That recycles the Mirror Jade from my graveyard. Now I can attack. But first, I shall summon Incredible Ecclesia. Let me double check this. It's your turn. You can control, banish one monster in the field. Okay, I shall do that later. If my opponent doesn't stop this, this is game. Move all monsters from... Okay, that doesn't actually stop you. Okay. Okay. If I end my turn now, my opponent will lose from deck out. So I don't know what my opponent's strategy was there, because it's my turn. But okay. That was very strange. Perhaps I should have just ended my turn, so I get the achievement for winning from deck out. Oh well. Alright, we're going first. There's no reason to not go first, because my opponent will do some weird skill drain shenanigans once again. After this, I will change my deck though. Of course we drew both Edge Imp Chains. Because why? Ugh. Okay, let's just set this. This is... Why? Game, please. This is why I run 2 of these, so I don't draw them in my opening hand. Ugh. Ah. Let's see. I don't think my opponent has any more plays if I negate this, if I'm remembering correctly. No, I think Red Dragon Archfiend does have a couple additional plays. What's this? Fusions of what? What is this? Okay. Oh no, that's Baron. Okay, he did not summon Baron for some reason. I'm not sure why he did not summon Baron, but he did not summon Baron. Which means that I get to live, but probably not for long, because again, my hand is absolutely terrible. I can't even use the Fright for Patchwork, because I no longer have any Edge Imp Chains left. No Baron. My opponent's making fun of me. Oh, Fallen of Albaz. I can use this. Okay, let's activate the Fallen of Albaz. Discarding the Fright for Patchwork because it's completely useless now. Now I can actually summon Mirjade because my opponent has an extra monster. An extra monster. An extra monster. Okay. Let's put this in the graveyard. I'm unlikely to use it. Banish this. And then attack. I unfortunately no longer have any plays. Perhaps I should have just attacked into that monster. Let's special summon the Kit. Kit's activates to get me a branded card from my deck to my hand. I'm running low in gas, so I'm gonna get Branded Fusion. returning the Edge Imp Chain to my deck, because I don't need it. Well, I can't use that as fusion material, but I'd rather have these other cards in my hand. Because Tri-Brigade Mirror Courier can negate a thing. And Ash Blossom is Ash Blossom. Target one, discard, and if you do, destroy the card. Alright. That's fine. Destroy this card. All your cards, all your monsters will be destroyed at the end of the turn. And even if it doesn't, I could use Branded Fusion to summon Lubellion from my deck and then just recycle it. My opponent did nothing. We activate the Branded Fusion. That's an Ash Blossom. That is very unfortunate. However, I still have plays. I fortunately have the Branded in red. So perhaps I should have activated the Branded in red first. Oh well. Special summon a monster. Use a Lubellion. This is my hand, and this on the field because I don't need it anymore. Summon the Lubellion. Activate Lubellion to recycle the thing in my hand. Okay, let's see. The Mirror Courier is more useful. So, let's summon... I'm going to attempt to, get in this turn. I don't think I'll be able to, though, but I can do lots of damage. So perhaps it would be a better idea to summon the other one as well. The, other one. Okay. Ah. Unfortunate. Oh well. We attack. Yeah, I probably should have summoned the, other dragon so I can fusion summon one more time. Oh well. The Albion, the Branded Dragon. That way I can have the, Mirror Jade on my field. Oh well. I still have one more negate in my hand. So I might still be able to do something. However, I am very quickly running out of gas. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. Buffalo. What is that? What is Buffalo? Send it to a special summons card from your graveyard. Send it to hold 2 Fire Fist formation cards for hand. I don't know what you're doing, so I'm gonna negate it. I am unfamiliar with Fire Fist, unfortunately. Other than that one card. Okay, gotcha. I did not read this card. It is my bad. Oh well. Well, if he gets rid of my Titanclad, I'll still be able to special summon or add to my hand a Dogmatica monster or a Fallen of Albaz. Speaking of, like, Dogmatica, I've, like, tried putting Dogmatica into my, Bestial deck, and it's actually quite fun. I think it works pretty well. I actually get to use the Dogmatica Ritual Monster. The, one that negates everything. No, not that one. The one that banishes everything. That one's kind of fun. That one's pretty fun to use. There we go. Now I'm Platinum again. Just as try hard as all the other Platinums. Alright. I'm gonna switch to Sharks. Probably gonna lose because Sharks is not consistent as a whole. For the amount of payoff it gets, Shark is not very consistent. But I do like Sharks because they're fun. Okay, not a bad hand. We got Silent Angler, but more importantly, our 2 extenders and Infinite Impermanence. Silent Angler is ideally not the card we want to normal summon, but it's not bad. I see, my opponent is playing Spirals. I knew it, he is playing Spirals. Anyone plays a Dark Magician deck, they're playing Spirals. I'm going to have to say no. I know what Spirals do. I tried playing them. They're kind of fun, actually. Oh yes, the Cross-Out Designator. I love it. It's amazing. Well, I still have an Infinite Impermanence, so I'm not dead quite just yet. But my opponent will now be able to get a bunch of resources from that. He's gonna summon out the Spiral Quick Fix. I believe that is the play. Yes, indeed, there's a Spiral Quick Fix. My opponent just happened to draw everything. I'm gonna say no to that. Say Infinite Impermanence. Say no to the Quick Fix. The Quick Fix, which is not once per turn. I don't know if they have any more extenders, though. Oh, it's a self-kill deck. Ugh. Ugh. Yucky. Okay, I don't remember what this one. This one's spell trap. Other send it to the graveyard. Okay, this just activates the spell trap. No, that's a max C. Okay, my opponent has 1 face down. I'm very afraid of that face down. Of course I get the call. Ugh. Okay, let's normal summon the Silent Angler. Let's see here. We'll activate the Abyss Shark. My opponent's face down is definitely something that's able to interact with my deck. Let's add the Buzzsaw Shark to my hand because I already have the Crystal Shark in my hand. And now, we special summon the Crystal Shark. Then, what do I want here? What is my opponent playing? Weird spiral stuff. Okay. Gotcha. So let's summon the Stealth Kraken. Stealth Kraken's effect activates to destroy the Sylvian Princess Sprite. Goodbye! Then we'll attack. Not too optimal of a play, but like I said, Shark doesn't really do a whole lot. I know that like Chaos Xyz Nash Knight just recently came out, but it doesn't actually do a whole lot by itself. Like, at least. Even if it's like... There we go. Its main function is to summon, Silent Honor's Arc. Silent Honor's Dark, whatever that thing is. But Silent Honor's Dark doesn't really do a whole lot by itself. And it'll get destroyed anyway, so... Although Silent Honor's, Dark can bring itself back from the graveyard, but... If my opponent has, like, a Call by the Grave or something, it's pretty much just dead. Okay, going second. Sharks are okay at going second. They're also okay at going first, so... So we got the 7th Ascension. Not that bad. So if my opponent summons something from the extra deck, I'll be able to activate my 7th Ascension to add the 7th one. My opponent did not do anything, which means that I will no longer be able to activate my 7th Ascension. Okay. First of all, let's activate the Upstart Goblin. Always a good card. Baits my opponent out. There's the Maxi. So I think I shall just normal summon the left-hand shark and just attack. And now I have a Maxi, isn't that fun? Okay, I'll summon the left-hand shark and I'll just attack. Whee! I'll activate the 7th Ascension. Yes. Yes, my friend, yes. Are you going to do something pretty soon? Well, my opponent definitely has a response. He still has an additional thing, so perhaps it's like maybe an Ash Blossom and he's reading what the 7th Ascension actually does. Which means that if I add the 7th one to my hand, to my deck, he's probably gonna negate it the next turn. Which means that I have to use a card that lets me add something from my deck to bait out the Ash Blossom. However, I still have some backup options. And my opponent just quit! He got afraid of the 1300 attack card. Attack shark thing that doesn't even do anything by itself. You fool! Okay, let's go again. Perhaps I should be using a different deck. But oh well. I'm going first. What's funny is my opponent uses a deck that relies on having a non-water attribute, then I get funny. Well, that's unfortunate. Wow, I did not draw good this game. I drew poorly. Let's activate the Lantern Shark. Summon the Sea Nettle. I have two options here. I can summon the Stealth Kraken, or I can summon the Toad. I think I like summoning the Stealth Kraken a little more. Let's summon the Stealth Kraken. Stealth Kraken has been summoned. And now I set this card. Unfortunately, we have a completely dead card in our hand, because sharks run two dead bricks that make you die. And yet I have these in my deck anyways. Because shark doesn't have a whole lot going for it anyways. Why? Why do you have to do things? Well, that's fine. He's playing Dark Magicians. I can still... I have a Call by the Grave, so if he puts a Dark Magician in the graveyard, then they'll still be able to do things. But now he'll be able to activate Magician's Rock. Well, he'll be able to just attack my Stealth Kraken. What? That is not allowed. I'm sorry, my friend. Okay, let's stop playing sharks. Let's stop playing sharks. I don't think they're good enough at this level. Because everyone's playing try-hard Despias, including me. I don't want to play Despias again, so let's try Umi Control. Let's try Umi Control again. There we go. I like how they made the little pet buddy person thing. They made the dragon maid that no one really actually plays in their deck. Why do I have to keep drawing my breaks? My god. Yeah. Nasty. Okay, I got Karyushin. Not... Alright, I can do something with this. Let's activate the Legendary Ocean. Shokan the Ocean Lord Karyushin. Activate its effect to get us a, Ubi thingy. Sea Stealth Attack. Now I just attack. Whee! So here's the plan. On my opponent's draw phase, I'm going to activate Karyushin's draw Dark Reef. And then on my opponent's standby phase, I'm going to activate Sea Stealth Attack. To get back the Umi from my graveyard. Okay, so on my opponent's draw, activate Dark Reef. And then, activate the Sea Stealth Attack. No, I can do this in the same chain, apparently. That's pretty cool. Activate Umi. Umi has been activated. Some of the jellyfish. And, let's see. During your opponent's battle phase, turns right. If you can target 1 and 1, if you do, and then opponent's monster can turn discarded. Can get that attack. Alright. Let's add the Mega Fortress Whale, since I already have the Doom Kraken. There we go. That's very unfortunate. I shall activate Sea Stealth Attack. You fool! Sea Stealth Attack, I'm telling you. Alright, I shall, head to the restroom real quick. So give me a little bit. Give me a little bit. I get to use this screen again. Alrighty, I'm back. Alrighty, let's go. I'm gonna get one of these though. Because I can. Alright, let's get these. Some free gems that are not really free, but you know. And let's continue our duel. Let's continue using Umi control. I like this deck. It's toxic, but it's not as toxic. However, it is still toxic. In this best of one format that Konami has forced upon us. So fun. Okay, we got we got some stuff here. Not as rockets span. Okay, so my opponent is probably gonna go into Burrowload Savage Dragon. So that is when we're going to use Effect Veiler. Either that or what's it called? Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. That's it. Those are the two ones to use Effect Veiler on, I believe. Hopefully the audio is fine. I probably should have checked this earlier. Let me just move my mic closer like this. There you go. This is probably fine. Right. Opponent, does anything else? Anything else? Burrowload Savage. Burrowload Savage. Alright, no Burrowload Savage. Perfect draw. Perfect top deck. Legendary Ocean. Just in case he has something, see Self 2. Oh wait, he has to send a monster to the graveyard now. Okay, say bye to your monster. Bye bye. Isn't that fun? It's so toxic. My god. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Just draw the out. Just draw the out forehead. He does have the this thing. Too bad he had to send a thing first. Let's activate this. Target this. You know, perhaps I should not have done that. Perhaps I should have just left the Ocean Dragon Lord on the field so I can just summon it next turn. Oh well. What do I want here? Nah, let's not activate that. Tech. Amazingly, even though it got destroyed, his rockets did not get destroyed in the graveyard. Not really sure why that is. This card is the graveyard. Ah, so it is a good thing that we put our Ocean Dragon Lord in our hand. So we can do one of things. If he summons unlimited monsters, yeah. Where's your Burrowload Savage Dragon now, huh? Punk. So I was about to say, if you summon unlimited monsters, like, you know, Dragon Link usually does, we can summon the Kairyu-Shin during his battle phase using C self-attack 2. And then that way it'll like automatically get rid of all of his monsters. Or if he summons just one monster, we can summon the Fortress Whale, and then during the battle phase that is able to pop a monster. Anyways, let's continue using this. Let's continue dueling. Alright, going second. Umi Control isn't terrible going second, because the Kaioshin's effect, it's not an activated effect. It's just passive, so my opponent can't negate it. It like, because you just saw my opponent try to negate it using infinite impermanence, but its effect went off before he could use infinite impermanence. Ah, Lair of Darkness, my... Hello, my old friend. Something, something, darkness. Okay, we have some ways around this. So first of all, let's activate the Foolish Burial Goods. Try to bait out whatever he has. Okay, he has nothing. We send the Ice Barrier to the graveyard. Ice Barrier's effect activates. And of course my opponent has that. Luckily, I don't plan to special summon this turn. Okay, what do I have here? Your opponent's phase can turn one to destroy it. Okay, gotcha. You can set one once per turn when you target one water monster control. Okay. Send this one. Enter hand. Activate C-Self 2. What do I do here? Don't have a lot of options. Okay, let's activate our fish sonar. Let's see what if we can dismantle this guy's face downs. So, we're going to add a Doom Kraken to our hand because we already have the other cards. It shall be special summoning a monster. Shall be special summoning Yugioh, which gives him, unfortunately, one card. But after this, I'm going to attack immediately. Or, maybe... Oh, well, Umiya's on the field. Gotcha. Umiya's on the field. Target one effect monster control. One monster opponent controls. So summon this card from hand, and if you... Okay, gotcha. So I'm just gonna normal summon the electric jellyfish. So my opponent having a response. So now my opponent, in order to activate their trap card, they're probably gonna tribute electric jellyfish, which means that Yugioh can still attack. Unless if my opponent does like weird shenanigans, of which they probably will. But why? What? Ugh, that's so fun. This game is so fun. I love this game. Okay, let's go into battle. Whatever. I don't feel like playing this. I don't feel like engaging with this deck. So that is like a definite weakness of this deck. It doesn't have any spell trap removal because it doesn't really have room to run it. Well, unless if I get rid of Pot of Extravagance. Well, I'm gonna get rid of Pot of Extravagance and add a Harpy's Feather Duster. Harpy's Feather Duster. Here you go. Now we have the one out to draw. Okay, let's go first. Wow, this hand is not good. And it just happened to draw the out. Yeah. Okay, let's activate War of Atlantis. My opponent doesn't have anything to respond with. Activate Legendary Ocean. Activate Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is really good in this deck. Get to send the Ice Barrier to the graveyard. Activate Ice Barrier. Ice Barrier gets us a level 5 or higher water monster. Sending the Kaiushin to the graveyard, and we add the Kaiushin to the hand from the graveyard. Now we Shokan the Ocean Dragon Lord. Ocean Dragon Lord's effect activates. Adding the... for lack of a better option, Sea Stealth attack. Okay, now we end our turn and hope that our opponent is indeed not playing Sky Strikers, like the card sleeves suggest. Well, there's the Harpies, unfortunately, which means that we have to get rid of our Kaiushin. What? Who the heck plays Twin Twisters? Well, our Ocean Dragon Lord is still here, but my opponent is still doing something. My opponent is extending with that, so I'm gonna activate my Ash Blossom. Hopefully my opponent has run out of resources because they wasted everything on the Legendary Ocean. Okay, my opponent did. Meaning that I can activate the Legendary Ocean in my hand once again. Activate the Ocean Dragon Lord Kaiushin. My opponent... That's what you get for running Twin Twisters instead of another copy of Harpy's Feather Duster. Even though it's limited to 1. But that's what you get. That's what you get. Hey. Okay. Let's go again. I want to rank up one more time and then we'll switch decks. Unless if we lose, in which case I will be very, very salty. Which will probably happen now that we're going second. Well, like I said, Ubi Control isn't that bad going second, but it's not the best. It still prefers to go first, just like every other single deck, you know, as you do. Oh, great, Drytrons. Again, I want some Drytrons. I think I have to let him get to this, otherwise he's going to Exceed Summon. Yeah. So he's going to... I'm gonna wait until he Exceeds Summon, then I'm going to use the Ash Blossom, because I don't want him to get his Ritual Spell. I think the Ritual Spell is the choke point here. So, if he's going to extend, if he's going to overextend like I think he is, he probably doesn't have the Ritual Spell in his hand. Because there's no reason for Drytron players to play more than one. So I'm going to wait until he Exceeds Summons to get the Ritual Spell. Then I'm going to choke point him. Okay, random. Personally, I think Megaliths in Drytrons make the deck worse. Okay, there's the Beta Fafnir. Now I shall Ash Blossom. And even if he has a way around this, I can still activate my Sea Stealth 2. And then summon my Electric Jellyfish, and then use that to special summon the Kaiushin to my hand, letting him get rid of, like, all monsters except for one. Okay, there's the Megalith. Just some one... Gotcha. Draw 1 card, then discard 1 card. I really hope that it's not the ritual spell. Okay, good, it's not the ritual spell. Now he doesn't have a whole lot of options left. I know how to counter Drytrons because I play Ursa Arctics, and therefore I have the same exact deck. So he's gonna get another ritual monster to his hand, unfortunately. But I don't think he can get a ritual spell to his hand, because he doesn't have enough materials. Unless if he, Yeah, he doesn't have enough materials to get a ritual spell. He does have continuing plays, though. Please stop. Please stop playing. I would like you to stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the entire point of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, so now I actually don't know what Megaliths do. I tried playing them a while ago, but then I gave up because they're kind of confusing. Stop it. Stop infinitely summoning ritual monsters. You're supposed to be difficult to summon. Okay, so he's adding a spell trap. Wait, he's running a 60... This guy is running Grass is Greener. I no longer have respect for this person. Okay, so now he has a level 8. No, that's a level 2. This card is target blah 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 blah. Attack target to hand. Stop it! Stop infinitely comboing. I thought Drytrons were supposed to be nerfed, but no, they're not. They got a slap on the wrist. They didn't even get a slap in the wrist. They got like a slap in the butt, but maybe they just happen to like that. So I think he at least stopped them from getting like his super ultra mega combo. But oh my god, he still has a way to get to his rituals? Oh my... Why? Why are you able to do this? Stop it. How many cards do you have? How many have you I'm pretty sure you summoned like 12 of these already. And it's like another reason why I don't want to learn Drytrons is because they're really annoying to play. Let's play Solitaire against yourself. If I wanted to play Solitaire, I'd play at Ignisters, and in fact I do, so maybe that's not the best thing to say. Okay, but that's fine. My opponent... Okay, does my opponent have any negates? Because if not, I can get rid of my opponent's monsters. My face can interject this effect. Some okay. I think this is fine. I'm gonna activate the Sea Stealth too. I'm not going to play my Kairyu-Shin just yet. I'm gonna make him... I don't know what his deck does, so I'm going to make him think that I don't have a Legendary Ocean in my hand, and I don't have Kairyu-Shin. So now, I'm going to add... Doomkraken. Special summon the Giga this guy. Let's return. If a monster while you control a Drytron, you can what? If a monster while you control a Drytron monster, you can reduce that monster by level. Okay, that literally does not matter. I'm not going to use this to Xyz summon, so that literally does not matter. Oh no! My vanilla monster's level 3. Is this once per turn? I actually don't know. It doesn't actually matter though, because I'm not gonna Xyz with this deck. Okay. Now let's activate a Legendary Ocean. And then Shokan the Electric Jellyfish. Now we're going to use Electric Jellyfish to summon Kairyu-Shin. Uh-huh. So summon one when your opponent's monster. Well, let me just make it fit. Okay, let's negate this effect. Let's negate this effect. Gain some attack. Now we're going to use Electric Jellyfish to send a Legendary Ocean from our deck to the graveyard in order to summon the Kairyu-Shin from our hand. Now my opponent will say bye-bye to all of those monsters. Good job. And I still have a way of... You fool! What did all that special summoning get you? Nothing. Hey, that is why we play the Umi control. Okay, let's change decks. I want to use a different deck now. Let's use... Actually, I've been experimenting with Ice Jade as well. With the Synchro Monster and like the new Ice Jade cards, and it's actually not completely garbage. It's actually usable and kind of fun. It's not the best thing ever though, but its Synchro Monster is really interesting. It becomes like immune to everything, and like does a bunch of has like unlimited recursion. But you need to get stuff in the graveyard in the first place. Actually, I wonder if, like, you could somehow combine Ice Jade with, like, the new Goaty fish things. Because they also banish. I don't know, maybe not. Anyways, let's go with, Exorcister Live. Because I want to. Looks like I'm going first. All that Mario Party training has finally paid off. Now I get to go first. Wow, that is a hand and a half. Okay. It's fine. Let's activate Secret Password. And in case my opponent has some weird things, I have Called by the Grave in my hand. So my opponent definitely has a response. There's the Maxi. Now I activate Call to the Grave. And if my opponent decides to Ash Blossom, it doesn't matter because I have the Live Twins that are able to special summon itself from the graveyard, or from my hand anyways. And my opponent cannot Ash Blossom the Call by the Grave, so... That's it. Actually, no. No, my opponent still, unfortunately, is still able to Ash Blossom. Yet my opponent has something else in their hand that they can activate. Okay, let's activate this one. Shokan the blue one. Blue one activates, getting the red Snowman Lady from my deck to the field. But if my opponent negates this, then I'll still be able to use the Frost in my hand. So, come on, Ash Blossom, I dare you. Ash Blossom! My opponent did not Ash Blossom. My opponent still has a response though. I'm not really sure. Oh, my opponent is probably waiting for me to special summon the Evil Twin. Probably maybe like an Infinite Impermanence. Or perhaps an Effect Veiler in the hand. And is waiting for me to special summon my Evil Twins and try to choke me out that way. But unfortunately, for him, I have both extenders in the graveyard, or in my hand. So even if he negates one of them, I can just summon the other one from my hand. And continue plays. The only problem I will have is if my opponent has a Nibiru, in which I will be ridiculously sad. I don't think my opponent has a Nibiru. I didn't summon, like, my opponent's field lit up even before I summoned 4 monsters, so I don't think my opponent has a Nibiru. However, I could always be wrong, and knowing my luck, I probably am. I still have an Infinite Impermanence in my hand, so I have 1 negate on my opponent's turn if my opponent decides to get rid of all my monsters. My opponent is sure taking a long time. Okay, there you go. Now we summon the blue one. Blue Evil Twin. Blue Evil Twin brings back the pink one in like 10 minutes because my opponent is taking forever. Here's the pink one. Now we summon the big Evil Twin, Trouble and Sunny. Hey! There we go. Now we throw down a face down and in our turn. What's funny is I've been like, I don't plan on making any new deck from this new selection pack, and I've been just gotten like a bunch of gems from the no Spell Festival, and even then, wow, my opponent is playing Kaijus. Isn't that fun? My opponent is playing Numerons. Isn't that fun? Okay, I might still be able to do something. I still have an Infinite Impermanence on my back row, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to attempt to Infinite Impermanence his number 1. I think that number 1, I believe, is the card that does weird shenanigans. So I'm going to Infinite Impermanence that one. And my opponent just surrendered for some reason. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, what the heck just happened? My opponent just, like, kaiju'd my Evil Twin. So I had no monsters left on the board. And then activated Numeron Network and then just surrendered. Good job. Even he was ashamed of himself for playing Numerons. Personally, I'd rather play Crusadias. I think Crusadia is a way more interesting OTK deck. Cheaper too. I could actually probably make Crusadias. Okay, we drew a Nibiru. That's not good. We're going first and we drew a Nibiru. But we got a Forbidden Droplet, so maybe we can just use the Nibiru as Forbidden Droplet fodder. Not the best hand, though. I would really like a Call by the Grave, because we just have pieces of an engine. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. Alright, that's fine. That's why we have the Forbidden Droplet. So I'm gonna set this here, and then Shokan the Exo Sister Ellis, in case my opponent decides to special summon from the graveyard. If my opponent doesn't decide to special summon the graveyard, I have a Nibiru and an Ash Blossom in my hand. My opponent has some sort of response, so it's probably... My opponent probably has a Max C or an Infinite Impermanence in their hand, because my opponent's field is lighting up. And it's something other than a Max C, because my opponent already activated it. Oh, not Max C, Ash Blossom. So perhaps my opponent has Max C. There's the Twin Twisters. Who runs Twin Twisters? Who the heck runs Twin Twisters? Well, it's fine. This hero is going to dump a card. I'm going to have to let this one go through because he already has a monster in the graveyard. Okay, I want hero monster. Okay, I'm gonna Ash Blossom his Shadow Mist in this graveyard. And then if he infinitely summons monsters, I still have a Nibiru in my hand. However, I no longer have any cards that can get rid of things. Okay, so he banished a card from his graveyard, meaning that my Ellis's effect will activate, allowing me to summon Exo Sister Michaelis. It's a good thing he did it too, because I had 0 plays left. I'm gonna summon this in the extra monster zone, because I can. And my opponent is definitely not playing Cyber Dragons. Okay, there's the Malicious in the graveyard. My opponent added a Poly to their hand, so I'm gonna wait for whatever the Poly target is, because I have a suspicion that my opponent has more monsters in the hand. Alright, let's cross Crusader. Okay. Okay, I'll let him summon this. Now he's probably going to summon the... what's it called? That one Link 3 thingy? Oh wait, hold on, what is this? Stop it! It's not infinitely comboing. And there's a Dusted Gold. So I was correct in waiting for this. So I think I'm going to banish his, whatever, I forget what it's called, Malicious? Evil Hero Malicious? No, that's a different one. Okay, so he's gonna summon whatever he's gonna summon, and I'm then going to choose that one to banish. Malicious Bane. Cannot be disturbed by battle card effects during main phase. Control all monsters. Yeah, I'm banishing this one. I'm banishing his Malicious Bane. If he has further plays, I can summon Nibiru. He has further plays. What is he gonna summon with his Poly? He's summoning something with his Poly. Okay, that's Sunrise. But why? Why would you do this? Why are you able to infinitely combo? All I have is a single monster. Why do you get infinite monsters and I only get one? Okay, that is the main phase. So I guess we're just gonna Nibiru now. Yay, Nibiru! I unfortunately do not have a way of actually getting rid of the Nibiru. So maybe I should have waited for him to destroy my Exo-Sister before I summon Nibiru. Wow! Wow, thanks for garbage deck. Okay, I cannot get rid of his Nibiru, so that's GG. That is GG. Okay, let's try the Unchained variant now. Because I was not able to do anything with that deck. Let's try the Unchained variant. Okay, we're going first. Ash Blossom was a mistake. Okay, we did draw a cross-out designator, so that's good. Let's activate the secret password first. My opponent has a response, but I do have a cross-out. That's fine. I'm going to hold off on the cross-out right now, because I'm not concerned about secret password getting negated. I'm more concerned if my opponent has like an Ash Blossom or something. Or a Nibiru, then I can cross-out designator it. Perhaps I should have read the effects of my Unchained cards first, before I started dueling. I haven't played this deck in a while. Summon this. Now summon the blue evil twin. The blue evil twin shokens the pink one. Look at I could draw a card. Alrighty. Now we go into Trouble and Sunny. Okay, now let me actually read the effect. So one Unchained card in your graveyard. Field and destroy. This card in field is destroyed by a card effect. Or by battle. Special one Unchained monster from your deck. Gotcha. Face down. Yeah, I like Exo-Sisters, but sometimes they just clog up your hand, and you can't do anything with it. If, like, Exo-Sisters had their, the pink one, then I believe they would be a lot more consistent, and I would be a lot more justified in, like, putting them in live twins, but right now they're, like, very, hand-clogging. How many? 6? I'm going to cross out Designator his Pot of Prosperity. Oh wait, no, I don't have Pot of Prosperity. I'm dumb. Forbidden Droplet. I forgot! I don't have Pot of Prosperity as my other deck. Oh well. This is probably fine. This is not fine. My opponent is running Flunderies. Goodbye. The only way to win is to not play the game. Well, let's go back to Ubi control. Actually, no, I've been playing too much Ubi control. Let's play Princess Ice Jade because I want to. I haven't played that today. It's between perhaps Ice Jade or Utopia, and I feel like playing Ice Jade. And I'm going second. That's fun. Come on. Okay, I got an Ash Blossom and a Marine's dive, but a very poor hand. We did draw a Call by the Grave though. Why are you playing Emancipators? In 2019, stop it. It's not 2019. Why does Emancipators exist? Why did Konami intentionally choose to have Emancipators be the slowest deck out of every single deck? Okay, well, it's not a I'm probably going to lose, but if my opponent does not have any additional extenders, then I might be able to do this. Otherwise, I think I'm just... Okay, my opponent did not have any additional extenders. Okay, we drew a Seahorse. That's good. I shook on the Princess Mandarin. In hindsight, I probably should have summoned the Seahorse instead. Oh well. Summon the Slug. Summon the Seahorse. Summon the Sea Angel. And then now we just do our Marine's combos, which is incidentally faster than Emancipators. We add the Battle Ocean to our hand. Now we Shokan the Crystal Heart. Now, and before I forget, I'm gonna activate Battle Ocean and then activate Marine's Dive. Special summoning from a deck. Summon the Blue Tang. Actually, I should not have summoned the Blue Tang. That's my mistake. I should have summoned the other one. Oh well. Send the Sleepy Maiden to the graveyard. Special summon the Coral Anemone. Ha! Ha! You're not allowed to quit! You're the one that's playing the Emancipator deck, not me! Okay, let's try this again. Don't you just love high-level Yu-Gi-Oh! Where people just quit on the first turn? Even though because my opponent doesn't want to wait for me to complete my Marine's combo, even though he's playing Emancipators, which, look at that. Okay, we got 2 copies of Cynet Mining. Not bad. So Cynet Mining is a little more important than Blue Tang. So I'm gonna summon the Blue Tang first. Blue Tang activates, sending the Seahorse to the graveyard. Blue Slug activates. Okay, let's chain block using in this order. Then targeting the Seahorse to add to our hand. I did not excavate anything useful. Would you look at that? Okay, now we summon the seahorse. Adding the Sea Angel to our hand. Sea Angel activates. Into the Battle Ocean. Now I'm gonna, before I do anything else, in case my opponent has some sort of... Okay, my opponent has some sort of response. That's a Duel and Lockboard. Okay, so... Let's activate the Battle Ocean. And then... Okay, we still have some place here. We still have some place here. Activate... Okay, my opponent draw in Lockbird, but I think I can still do this. I shall summon the Coral Anemone. I shall not activate this yet. Coral Anemone's effect activates, getting me the Blue Tang from the graveyard, summoning the Blue Tang. We shall activate the effect of Marine's Spring Girl, summoning the Spring Girl. Then we can summon our Crystal Heart. So even though our opponent stopped our plays with Duel and Lockbird, we can still get to our Link 4 using our Crystal Heart. And we activate Spring Girl, dump some stuff. Now we link Shokan our Argonaut, and we have a Marine's Wave in our hand, allowing us to do some pretty cool things. Let's add the Blue Tang back to our hand, activate the Battle Ocean. Unfortunately, we don't get to activate Silent Mining to get the, I forget what it is, but that one card that lets us become, like, one card on our field becomes immune. And I usually target the field spell. Therefore, so my opponent won't be able to interact with the field spell at all before getting rid of that card. So that was our combo. Even though we got Duel and Lockbird, we were still able to get to the Aqua Argonaut with the Crystal Heart. I can't talk today. My brain is all mush because I'm playing Marine's. I still don't know what my opponent... Oh, that's fine. That's super fun. Yeah. Okay. This was per turn. Once per turn. During your opponent's turn. Especially when you negate that activate effect. This is not once per turn. You fool! You didn't send a monster to the graveyard for some reason. I don't really know why, but you didn't. Alright, let's summon the Coral Anemone. My opponent is running trade-in, so I am kind of afraid that... Okay, not sure why you didn't send a monster on your Forbidden Droplet, but okay. So I was kind of afraid that my opponent was going to summon Blue Eyes Max Dragon, and that could have ran over my Aqua Argonaut because I used this effect to special summon one of its equipped cards, so it no longer has more attack than Max Dragon. However, my opponent just decided to quit. Okay, let's check Shuttingers. Let's use Speedroid. I haven't played Speedroid in a while. I have a lot of decks. I like having a lot of decks. Okay, I go first. Good hand, good hand. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to... Okay, I'm gonna normal summon the Dendaiko. Then I shall special summon the Car Turbo. Getting me the Rubber Band Shooter. I really like Speedroids, they're really fun. I like the toy concept. Okay, so we need to get rid of a level 5 monster. So let's get rid of our Chambara. Revealing the red-eye dice and the double yo-yo to our hand. Choose wisely, my friend. You chose actually wisely. Unfortunate. I am still able to do this, though. Let's activate our Rubber Band Shooter so we can normal summon our Ultra Hound. Our Ultra Hound is summoned. Even though my opponent did not choose the double yo-yo, I still have place. So, let's put the... Marble Machine in the graveyard. Now I banished the Dendaiko Duke from our graveyard. The special summon the Red Eyes Dice from my hand. Red Eyes Dice activates, changing the Ultra Hound to level 2. And these speedward combos are like so fluid. That's like one of the reasons why I like them. They can like combo off of anything. You just have to be very creative. And you have to know this deck inside and out. Luckily, I happen to know this deck inside and out. Alright, the Court Shooter summons its 2 materials, and I get to do red-eyed dice shenanigans all over again. This time summoning the Hakuhita. I still don't really know what that is, but it's a thing. The Hakuhita activates. Well, it doesn't activate, it just summons. And now... I shall Shokan attack in Tomborg. Attack in Tomborg activates. Bringing the... what should I summon? I don't know what I should summon. Okay, I need a 5, 6, 7, 8... Let's bring out a Red-Eye Dice. Red-Eye Dice activates. Okay, so I want this to be... level 7, I believe. Yes. So that's level 7. Bring out the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. This is actually taking a while. I haven't played this deck in a while. This activates. Summons. I unfortunately do not have an additional extender, but I can summon the Baron. Here's the Baron. This is like one of those decks where I need some more practice on before I do it. In hindsight, I probably should have went a different route, so I can summon the Baron and Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon at the same time. Oh well. If my opponent doesn't OTK me, I still have plays. I get to summon the Speedroid Car Turbo and Synchro Summon with the Speedroid Hakuhita. And if I get another extender, I get to summon more monsters because Hakuhita can get itself back from the graveyard. I don't know what my opponent is playing. My opponent just put one face card down. Ah, heroes. So my opponent is hesitating a lot. So, which makes me think that is... Okay, he's just attacking. He's just attacking to my rubber band shooter. Okay. I can live with this. I was going to let him get his effect off. Because I don't know what extenders he has in his hand. But no, he just decided to take that option away from me and just crash into my monster. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm gonna get rid of his face down. Because I don't know what it is. It's a red... Who runs Red Reboot? We're not playing the Synchro Festival, my friend. Let's summon a card turbo. Or sorry, the non-spell festival. Okay, my opponent has a, that thing. I'm going to activate Baron to negate the Max C because I'm planning on ending him this turn. I have enough materials to do so. So I'm gonna summon my level 8, my Crystal Ring Synchro Dragon. And I'm going to special summon my card turbo to get my Hakuhita back from the graveyard. Then I shall special summon, then I will synchro summon, just, you know, Stardust Dragon, because I don't have another Crystal Wing. There we go! Stardust Dragon. I'm going to activate Card Turbo in the graveyard to boost attack. Let's banish a red-eyed dice. I don't need it. Now attack! OTK! Hey! Hey, buddy! I actually feel like I'm getting better at Yu-Gi-Oh! Which almost never happens because I do not, contrary to popular belief, I usually lose my IRL duels. So that's pretty fun. Alright, I think that's enough for now. My throat is getting a little bit raspy, so I'm gonna end it off there. So, if you've been, so on Monday, I will probably be playing Sonic Frontiers. Monday or Tuesday? Probably Monday. You know, I'm gonna say Monday. Monday I'll be playing Sonic Frontiers. Friday it's Pokemon again, and on Saturday it is once again Yu-Gi-Oh! So, if you've been watching this long, I thank you for watching. I've been Kenyeki. You've been beautiful, and I will see you later. Goodbye! Yeah, I've been talking a lot.